Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of the UX Voyager where we think and talk about designs. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I trust we are all doing well from every years of life that is listening to me. Today, we are cruising on an interesting voyage. We are talking about the user experiences that makes you question your sanity. I'll be sharing some of my pain, torment, torture, and nightmares, not as a creator, but now as a user myself. There's the part of the Quran that says every living soul will be tested. Yes, most of the times my patients were tested, they were via digital experiences. And if you laugh at any of this, they will happen to you. On a not so nice day, I was having a discussion with someone, and they sent me some receipts. When I say receipts, I meant evidences of an event. So I wanted to seek the opinion of a close friend. The informal way to say that would be ofofo. In the eagerness of mankind, I marked all evidenced messages and tried to forward it to my friend, but instead, I forwarded it to the initial sender of the message. I go explain tire because even if I deleted it, sent WhatsApp of the highest holiness will still inform them that I had deleted multiple items. Heavens help you that the original sender uses the clone version of WhatsApp where they can still see deleted messages. There is no explanation. There are also many variants of this story where I thought I was responding to someone else in another person's DM and having to explain that this message was not for them. Particularly, there was a time I could remember I was trying to say the speaker in a meeting I was capping, and I sent it to the group where the speaker was also a member. User 419 left the group. Or was it the time you added pictures to your Snap story unknowingly? These are user experiences that users created on behalf of themselves, and the difference between a private laugh and a public shame is just one wrong DM away. Let me tell you another story. If I pick some of your phones now, I will bet that you have thousands of mail in promotions and socials that you never opened because even the one that mattered, you did not open them. But yet, these companies keep sending you these mails. I am you, and you are me. So one would think that to get this company to stop sending you these mails, it would be very simple. Kasongo, yeah. So, sometimes ago, I tried cancelling some of these services. I wanted to unsubscribe from everything. I had to search for 20 minutes just to find unsubscribe button hidden at the bottom of the page of these mails. Those unsubscribe are usually written in a tiny gray text on a slightly gray background. Thank God for good eyes and vitamin A. Then, when you eventually unsubscribe from these things, they will come with some cases of guilt tripping. Are you sure you want to unsubscribe? Here's what you'll be missing. Showing you all the items that you might need. Even after clicking yes, unsubscribe, they make me fill out surveys or forms about why I was leaving and then try to offer me a reduced frequency. I still have over 100 companies to unsubscribe from. I leave it to you guys. You win. Another UX battle lost there. Once upon a time of Nokia Express Music and the likes, the younger ones would ask the elder ones to give them their phone so they could play real football or Splinter Cell from Sefan.ru. And somehow, one day, one of us miraculously changed the language to Korean. If it was now that we had K-drama fans, Google Translate, or even Siri, it would have been easier to correct. Suddenly, all the menus, settings, everything was in characters that nobody could understand, even the search bar. I was just tapping buttons blindly. We were just trying out different things, hoping one would magically change it back to English. And Yoruba would say that ẹni tó bá ń wá wàhálà kó kú mọ́tò kóra kan, which means that if you are tired of your peace of mind, just buy a faulty car. But in this case, I would have said just buy a phone with a Korean language setting. It was crazy because how do we beg these brothers to give us their phone next time to play game and vouch that we won't change the language to any other language? That was another nightmare. This new story I want to tell you was actually on me. So back then, I had this TV, I usually call it laptop. And the reason I call it a TV is because it had no backup and it only works when there's power supply. On this fateful day, I had put the generator on and timed myself that I would work for 2 hours. I was typing my project work on Notepad and I had written the equivalent of about 10 pages with intent to copy and paste it on Microsoft Word later. My best friend was Ctrl S, which meant save, as it had become a muscle memory. I don't even know why I was even typing on Notepad exactly. Why not type on MS Word directly? I'm sure I must have had my reasons then. I created a new file on Microsoft Word that I was done with my project work and I will go and copy the text into Microsoft Word. I did Ctrl A to select all and then Ctrl X to cut. Just maybe after I did that, I did Ctrl S. But all that followed was darkness. The generator had gone off. It went off earlier than I expected. I think I should stop here now because the aftermath, I don't want to explain. Let me give you the last one before I leave. I wanted to download something online, and the thing I wanted to download was something I shouldn't be downloading in the first place. And it's not what you think, guys. And I'm not even telling you what. Anyways, it was a software application, so you can rest now. I was at that point in my life where to download any big file that is involving gigabytes, I have to wait for a midnight plan. So I deprived myself of sleep, did the midnight plan, and started to download something of almost 3 gigabytes. The progress bar was moving along slowly with 24 kilobytes per second. At exactly 2.89 gig / 2.9 gig, the downloading paused. Well, I had no fears at the time because I felt like I'd just click the play button to resume download and it would continue. So when I clicked it, I got a network error. I clicked again. Then the unthinkable happened. 0.0 kilobytes, and it started the download all over again. Just like that, it was over between me, the midnight plan, and the software. And there you have it, beautiful people. Those are about 5 experiences that probably had you nodding and laughing along because we have all been there. Ideally, technology is supposed to make our life easier, but sometimes it specifically tests our patience and even blood pressure. If you have experienced any of this UX nightmare or you have your own story to share, please leave a comment. Ajegbodo kunra, simply put, misery love company. Until next time, I'm your host Mubarak Babajide. Stay blessed, and for the sake of people you bless, check if your mic is always muted.